Bismillah walhamdulillah wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. I greet you all with the greeting of Islam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May the peace and the blessing of Almighty Allah be with you all. I'd like to welcome you all for our new segment which we start yesterday, and this is a concise presentation of the fiqh from the book of Allah, the Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Today we're talking about segment number 2. Talks about an-najasat. An-najasat is a plural of the word najasa, impurity, filth, dirty, things which people with right nature, they set themselves a distance from it. If it falls in their clothes, they try to wash the clothes from it. As example, urine, defecation, things like this. It is one thing that we have to understand, that the original principles of Islam, that the things are pure in its nature unless there is a evidence from Quran and Sunnah to come to say that such a thing is impure or filthy, that you need to stay away from it, or that you need to wash your clothes from it if it falls in it. So for somebody, as example, to say that this piece of wood or this piece of metal impure, or that you touch it, you need to make wudu because it is impure, they have to have a evidence from the book of Allah or the Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Otherwise, the main principles in the fiqh, that al-aslu fil ashya at-tahara, that the originality of things that is pure. So we have to always refer to the original principles relating to general things. Najasa and impurity is something that Allah command us to remove from our midst. So whenever there is a taklif and there is obligation, it have to be order and statement from Quran or the Sunnah. Now I'm going to give you some examples about things which Islam consider it to be impure and filth. Number 1 is urine of the human being. Number 2, defecation of a human being. This came in Hadith Abu Hurairah, may Allah be pleased with him, that the Prophet ﷺ is saying in Hadith, which in the collection of Abu Dawood rahmatullahi alayh, إذا وطأ أحدكم بنعله الأذى فإن التراب له طهور. When one of you step with his shoes in impurity, the purification for it is the dirt. Al-adha is a general term, things which disturb, things which can harm. But what it meant in this hadith, the impurity, if you step in impurity. As for the urine, the dalil that is impure is that hadith Anas, that a Bedouin man came in the mosque and he urinated. The Sahaba got up to beat him up for such terrible action. The Prophet ﷺ told them, leave him alone, don't disturb him. Then when the man finished, the Prophet ﷺ ordered the Sahaba to take a bucket of water and pour it in top of the urine. So now from this we got to understand defecation, impurity, that is step on it, that you need to clean your shoes before you make the salah, that also the urine, you need to be pouring water on it because it is impure. Number 3, madhi or wadi. Madhi is a very light, thin, clear, sticky fluid that is produced during uh, arousing situation or getting excited sexually. This called madhi. As for the wadi, if something comes as a result of illness or sickness, usually the madhi comes before and the wadi comes after urine. Nevertheless, as long as madhi doesn't ejaculate it with a gushing way, so although that still need to be cleaned, but you don't have to take a shower from it. In most cases, that madhi may leave the parts or the organ of the human being, male and female, without even feel it. Nevertheless, it is impure, and a person have to wash the private parts if comes out of it. Ali, may Allah be pleased with him, he said, I was كنت رجلا مذاء. That means I used to have a lot of this fluid, madhi. And I was shy to ask the Prophet ﷺ because he was the son-in-law of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. So he said, I order Al-Miqdad ibn al-Aswad to ask the Prophet ﷺ in my behalf. So the Prophet ﷺ answering him by telling him, يغسل ذكره ويتوضأ. Inform him the purity or purification of such a thing is wash your penis and make a fresh wudu. As for wadi, which comes as a sickness or illness after urine, which is thick, uh, more inclined towards white color, is also impure. Ibn Abbas, may Allah be pleased with him, is saying, المني والودي والمذي. أما المني فهو الذي منه الغسل، وأما الودي والمذي اغسل ذكرك أو مذاكيرك وتوضأ وضوءك للصلاة. This is a collection of Abu Dawood that المني, this is supposed to take a full shower, cement. As for madhi and wadi, wash your private parts and make a fresh wudu. Number 5 from impurity, rawath ma la yu'kal lahmu, defecation of animals which we don't eat its meat because unlawful. عن عبد الله قال أراد النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم أن يتبرز فقال ائتني بثلاثة أحجار. Abdullah is saying the Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم, he want to use the bathroom to defecate, and he asked Abdullah to bring 3 stones or 3 rocks so he can wipe himself after using the bathroom. So Abdullah brought 2 rocks and a piece of dung. So the Prophet ﷺ took the 2 rocks and he threw the dung, defecation of the animal, and he said it is najis, it is impure. Number 6 about impurity that we have to watch and keep distant from it or wash it if it fall in our clothes. The blood of menses, which Asma bint daughter of Abu Bakr, may Allah be pleased with her, she says that a woman came to the Prophet ﷺ and informed him about women blood of their menses sometimes touches their clothes, what they should do about it. The Prophet ﷺ tell her to scrub it and wash it with water, then it can pray in the same garment. Number 7, the saliva of the dog is impure, due to hadith Abu Huraira, may Allah be pleased with him. The Prophet ﷺ is saying, the purification of one of you's vessel, if a dog eats in it, to wash it 7 times, one of them have to be with dirt. We're going to stop here. Inshallah, we'll continue in another segment concerning impurity. Thank you for watching. جزاكم الله خيرا. سبحانك اللهم بحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. And Allah knows